The Unearthly Journey of the Westbound Express. In the early twilight of an ordinary Thursday, the Westbound Express thundered through the quiet countryside, its powerful engines cutting a path through the mist that clung to the rolling hills. Aboard were passengers of every stripe, weary business people, exuberant tourists, and a solitary figure in a long, tattered coat who seemed neither excited nor fatigued. This stranger was the heart of the mystery that would soon envelop the train. As the hours waned, an unsettling silence began to blanket the Westbound Express. The lights flickered, the chatter dimmed, and passengers whispered of a spectral presence weaving through the cars. The conductor, a pragmatic man named Jim, scoffed at such tales. Yet, when the train lurched unexpectedly, nearly spilling passengers from their seats, even his skepticism wavered. Jim decided it was time to investigate the carriages. He moved from one car to the next, flashlight in hand, until he reached the last where the stranger in the tattered coat sat alone, his face obscured by shadows. As Jim approached, the air grew inexplicably colder, and the stranger's voice, though barely above a whisper, carried a chilling clarity. "Do not fear the journey ahead," he said, his eyes glinting with an unnatural light. "Fear only that from which we run." Outside, the landscape had changed. The countryside gave way to a barren, otherworldly terrain bathed in an eerie glow. The train, now clearly off its earthly track, sped through this alien landscape. Panic erupted among the passengers, but the doors and windows resisted all escape attempts. As terror took hold, the stranger stood, his coat falling away to reveal not a man, but a being of light and shadow, an alien form whose presence defied all reason. He spoke not just with words, but with visions that filled the minds of the passengers, showing them the Earth from afar, besieged by unseen cosmic forces. His mission was to save humanity by showing them the horrors that lay beyond, using the train as his vessel. As the reality of their situation settled in, the initial fear of the passengers morphed into awe and a cautious hope. But the alien had one more revelation. The train, he explained, was no longer bound for its original destination, but was now a bridge between worlds, a carrier of those willing to aid him in his cause. As the truth dawned, so too did the realization that their return to Earth was not guaranteed. The Westbound Express, once a mundane commuter train, had become an ark of the unknown. In the final turn, as the passengers grappled with their fate, the train began to slow, the eerie landscape fading into the dense, familiar fog of the earthly realm. The tracks realigned, the scenery returned to normal, and the train pulled into the station as if nothing had happened. The passengers disembarked, each touched by the inexplicable journey, while the alien, now nowhere to be seen, had left just as mysteriously as he had appeared. Whether it was a shared hallucination or a true journey to another dimension, none could say. But one thing was clear, they would never view a simple train ride the same way again.